Practice. Alright, we live.
I'll do it right back, baby.
Cool. Let me just.
I don't have my phone out.
Huh?
I'm not gonna have my phone out.
Alright, if anything happens, scream as loud as possible. And I'll probably get up, even though I don't have the keys, so I can't get outside.
Better climb shit.
I'll scream for you. Alright. I'm paying attention now. She's walking the dog. So, let me pull up the chat. My guy Phil was popping, bro. Hold on. Alright, we good. Bro, today I ate a real good steak at a restaurant. It's a pretty fancy restaurant. I'm gonna probably make a video about it tomorrow. I need a little bit more footage doing stuff to make a video, because today I only went on a walk and then I went to that restaurant. So I mean, the video, if I made a video, it'd probably be 3 minutes. I could do it, but I just don't think it would be interesting. But I went to this fancy restaurant today. I got this nice steak. But the thing was, he asked me how I wanted it cooked, and I said medium. And I just felt like it wasn't medium, bro. I felt like it was medium well. That shit was not what I'm used to for medium. Has that ever happened to you, bro, where you're like, this is not medium? Or however you get it cooked. You might get it rare or medium rare. Medium is difficult. I'm not a true steak connoisseur, so you gotta tell me why it's difficult. All I know is that it tastes good. And pretty much every year I go down. I started at well done as a kid because my parents taught me that and I didn't know no better. And then one day someone's like, bro, that shit's disgusting. You gotta try it this way. I'm like, I'll try it one time. I did medium well and I'm like, what the I've been chewing on car tires, bro. Then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try medium. I went down to medium. I'm like, I'm never going back up again, bro. I think I did medium rare once and it was good. I just don't be trusting people in the States, especially at regular ass restaurants. Like a real steakhouse or something is kind of different, but I don't be trusting regular people. The cooking surface, the transfer of heat, I get basically rare, medium rare. All right, I'm going to start saying medium rare then. I've never eaten a rare steak. Also, is it weird that I'm just drinking straight up lemon juice? Does anybody do that? I'm about to look up benefits of drinking lemon juice. Gotta be some benefits. Some places ain't it. Facts, dog. 2 best steaks I ever had, ever. One was in Puerto Rico at this it's another fancy restaurant. It's like one of those things where they bring you out 6 different courses of blah, blah, blah. Called, what was that place called? La Cocina Abierta. Super, super, super good restaurant. Very pricey, but it was real good. The other one was in Seattle, actually, at the Space Needle. I'm sure you know what the Space Needle is. If you don't know what the Space Needle is, anybody in the chat, it's the main attraction of Seattle. It's this big fucking tower that you go up in there and you can see all of the city basically. You can see the water, the mountains, whatever. But you can get dinner up there. And there was this Brazilian dude that was a chef, and I ordered a steak. That shit was amazing, bro. I never tasted a steak like that in my life, bro. Lemons contain a high amount of vitamin C, soluble fiber, and plant compounds that give them a number of health benefits. Lemons may aid weight loss and reduce your risk of heart disease, anemia, kidney stones, digestive issues, and cancer. I just decancered myself, boys. I'm gonna keep drinking this lemon juice. Let's go. I still don't know if people drink straight up lemon juice because this is talking about lemon water. This is just pure lemon juice or lime juice, whatever. Fucking same thing. No, it's lemon. Yeah, that's lemon. I think. Problem is they call lemons and limes the same thing, so I'll do that. Like there's ways to distinguish, but they mainly don't distinguish it because it's not important. So whew. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I had a steak this morning. I had some good dessert. It was like donuts with caramel and ice cream. And then we got a little. I got, this is a funny thing in English to say, but like a fruit basket. I just, yo, the 90s were wild, bro. I just remember my coach saying that to one of the kids. I tried not to laugh because I was just like, I'm gonna start laughing if I say it. Phil, I knew you was gonna laugh too, bro. I was like, how else can I say this? 'Cause I don't want to say fruit basket, but it was like a fruit basket with ice cream in there, bro. Like it was called a fruit basket in Spanish, but oh my god, bro. I knew. As soon as I said it, I was like, bro, I'm gonna bust out laughing. I know Phil's gonna laugh too. But yeah, shit was good, man. It was pricey. It was pricey for here, but it was good. It's probably the most we spent on a place since we've been here in Colombia. I think we spent $100. But I'm telling you, that drink was like, it was fancy. Like, Axe was on antibiotics because she was sick. And, like, the dude just, like, couldn't comprehend. I was like, yo, she can't drink, so, like, you could stop bringing her, like, complimentary glasses of wine and stuff. And he's just like, and then he just would, like, bring more. And I'm like, all right, I'll drink hers, but, like, I'm telling you, she can't drink. Like, yeah, but it was a cool little place. I recorded a little bit up in there. I don't think I'm ever gonna be a real YouTuber, because for one, like, I just don't have enough. I can't think of a better phrase than like lack of shame to just be holding my camera up and just recording in like mad public places, bro. I just can't, bro. When no one's looking, I just hurry up and do this right here and put it back in my pocket. But like when I think about videos, I watch them and it don't seem so crazy. But then when I go to those same places, I'm like, yo, this dude was literally standing in the middle of the restaurant and doing this, like based on the view. When I see the videos, I'm just thinking, oh, he's probably in the corner, like with his phone like this. But then like I said, I go back or I go to the place, like the place we went to today. I saw someone else. I think it was on TikTok, and the way she did it, I don't know, bro. Like she literally had to be like standing up on the stairs, like pointing at the tables and shit. And I was like, nah, bro, I'm not doing that. Like y'all just get the view y'all get. If I never get any more subscribers, I'll just be like, whatever, dog. Like I don't make no money off of YouTube. Like, no, can't do it, bro. And even like today, like I said, I'll end up posting a video, but I'll tell you about it right now. Like on Sundays, they like they lock off like a section of the highway. Well, yeah, like if there's like the middle section. That's like in the mornings. You can only people for that are like only for people that are riding bikes, skates, walking, running. It's like a fitness Sunday thing. And so like just because like everyone was kind of doing an activity, and people were even recording themselves. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll record this and talk. But like later in the day, I walked to um, the soccer field because I was gonna work out there, and there ended up being a soccer game going on. But I was gonna work out, and I was like, I should record some of the stuff on the way. But I'm like, nah, bro. I'm not just about to be walking, holding my phone up. Like, I just can't, bro. It's just not me. It's just not me. But I said that from the jump. Like, when I moved here, I told y'all, I'm not a blogger, vlogger, whatever the fuck it's called. I'm not none of that, bro. I'm like literally just me. The purpose of this channel in the beginning, anyways, was supposed to be workout stuff. And it just so happened that I started uploading some Spanish stuff, but what's up, dude? What's up, dude? Go drink your water. So yeah, probably never. Even when I record stuff or running by myself in the parking lot, I feel lame. Yeah, exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, the last place I was at, I had got comfortable recording myself hitting the bag just because I would literally go there every day. I knew the hours. Um, I knew when people were gonna be in there, and then it just became like I was up in there so much that was like my spot. You know what I mean? So I didn't feel weird. But like, for instance, if I went to a gym tomorrow, I would feel weird setting up a camera and recording myself. 'Cause, like I don't even know nothing in the gym. Like everyone's just gonna be like, this guy, he thinks he's an influencer or some shit. But yeah, outside of that, just keep doing what I'm doing. You feel me? Uploading stuff at random, getting on live at random. Whenever I feel like it. Hey, Orlando. I was listening to Los Tigres. Just saw you go live. Orlando, you from Houston, right? How old are you exactly? Hey Phil, did they say go live in Houston or was that's like Texas wide, right? I feel like it probably started in Houston actually. But maybe it's a super black thing. I don't know. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, you 25? They might have stopped saying that shit by the time. I feel like that's like an old thing. You know what going live is? I'm pretty sure I said it on here before. But anytime I see somebody say that shit, like, bro, you saw me go live, I'm like, pause, bro. Like, I'm a grown man, bro. You can't be saying that to me. Not that kind of live. Going live or go live, man, is different than something being live. Totally different. That's why I be catching myself. I be like, yeah, I was about to go. And I'm like, I'm not saying that shit. But yeah, I think that shit probably ended like with my quote unquote generation. I don't think that's I don't think that's young people saying. Oh, okay. I asked my brother. Yeah, ask him, bro. Cause I feel like that's not a thing no more. Especially because like we was really right before social media, or like at least when Facebook came out and shit. But there wasn't a thing. You couldn't do live streams on on social media. So I feel like when that happened, the slang probably went away. Live stream, sporting events or news, the weather. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Different times, man. Why is Jim just laying at the door? What y'all got going on? No? What y'all do today? I'm gonna pull up the world news, see if anything interesting is going on. Yo, actually, do people drink pure lemon juice or not?
What did I know, huh?
That's what I thought too. I was like, this shit kind of good, but I'm like, I feel like it's weird to do this.
That's pure lemon juice?
Or lime, I don't know which one, but
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's sugar in there. That looks like sugar. Like there would be sugar in there.
it says 0 grams of added sugar.
They lying.
They lying? What you mean? There's only, let me see. Hold on. Let me see how many calories this really is. Alright. 5 milliliters is the serving size, and there's 100 servings. So 500 milliliters, and there's 9 calories per 100 milliliter. Okay, so there's like 45 calories in this whole bottle. I feel like it's pure lemon juice. You gonna go?
Are you scared? Yeah.
Cause I was like, that's too far.
Tell us sweet.
Yeah, right. You out here.
Yeah, this tastes like pure lemon juice. Did you mean to drink this?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I drank the whole bottle. What you mean? Did I mean to drink?
Disgusting. Why did you do
Because
this?
I like it.
You're weird.
Oh man. No, bro, it's not lemon water. It's pure, bro. Sumo. Can you see that? Sumo de limón. Oh, I got a video for you to send Martha too. Axel.
Okay, send it to me.
Right now?
Whenever.
Hold on, y'all. Give me like 30 seconds. Just be like, if you understand this, then I'll give you something more difficult. Just be like, this is how like the people that talk clear speak here. But the old man's worse than this. Just say that. So it's not like the Mexican.
I said, what is she saying? The old man is worse than this.
Yeah, that's good. No, I mean, I'm not well versed in Mexican stuff, bro. But the fact that it's agua de limon, I would say no, because I'm telling you, this is pure sumo, bro. Sumo limon. Like, it's nothing. It's like if you got some limes or some lemons and just went into the bottle, bro. But it's not lemon water, it's just lemon. If you drink it, you go. You're not supposed to drink it like this. I'm just weird, bro.
Super.
It's probably some kind of health danger, but I don't care. Okay, a 13-foot alligator has been killed. Police say after it was spotted. Oh, police say after it was spotted in Florida with the remains of a woman in its jaws. Jeez. 41-year-old Sabrina Peckham. Damn. Jamarcus Bullard said he was walking to a job interview when he spotted the alligator with what looked like a mannequin in its mouth. Bro, how you get eaten by an alligator? No disrespect to the deceased, but I feel like you gotta really be doing something wrong to get eaten by an alligator, bro. Because either you is way too close to the water that has alligators in it, or you got caught slipping by your house with an alligator. Like, I'm not trying to jinx myself, but an alligator could never catch me slipping walking out of the door. Like, I'm just too, like, I would just see it, bro. Like, what are you doing? How'd you get caught by an alligator?
Wait, Martha replied. She said, ¿Qué vas a hacer que jugar el fútbol más torpe?
What? Oh, hell no. She didn't understand none of that.
Quédase en la casa usted, pues.
She don't know what she's talking about.
What does it say?
Hold on. Give me 30 more seconds, y'all. Back again. She gonna, if you send her that, she's like, nah, she said that. I can hear it. That's what I was thinking, but I didn't type it. I feel like you could have made some ceviche out of that. Probably. Yo, we had some ceviche today. That shit was bomb, bro. We had it at this fancy restaurant. Fancy.
Wait, is this Colombia?
Yeah.
Wait, is this Colombia?
Yeah. That's that's costeño. That's costeño.
You understood that?
But that's like, that's some real deal crazy shit. Like, oh, let me not say I understood the first time. It took me a long time to understand that. But it's so crazy that even, like, I send it to Will, because, like, you know, Will's mom is Costeña. And I was like, if you're really Costeña, then what does this say? And he got real close, but he couldn't get all the words. And I was like, you're not Costeña, bro. And then he's like, there's no way you understood that shit. And I'm like, nah, I looked, but still.
Corey's man won't know.
Maybe. But that's like, that's two different places. It's just when people got different accents and they use different slang, like, you could be in the same place, but that's what I was saying. Martha's not gonna understand that shit. They don't even be using the same words.
She's like, how did you know? And I was like, and I said, because you understand. That's how you know. Learn Spanish, and you have a hard time understanding Mexicans and.
I really don't be understanding Mexicans. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh yeah, but I didn't finish telling you. We had some ceviche from Peru, right? Wasn't it?
Was it Peru?
I'm pretty sure. Ceviche Huanacaína. Ceviche con Huanacaína. Yeah, let me look that shit up. I'm pretty sure he said Peru. He said peruana. Peruana.
Our phone got picked up.
I'm pretty sure he's from Peru. I remember him saying that, and it pops up if I type it like.
Martha said Mexicans talk fast. No, don't.
Nah, some Mexicans do talk really fast, but that's the whole thing. That's my point. If you start saying like, oh, Mexicans talk like this, it's like which accent, like which of the 19 accents, like, or like people say Colombians talk real clear. And I'm like, you're thinking of one specific Colombian in your head because, yeah, I was about to say, if you really talk to a bunch of Colombians, like half of them, you're not gonna understand them. Lady's mouse, what does that mean, bro? Lady's mouse. Is that a band or something? I'm not Googling that because that's scary. Small mouse. Where's that coming from though, bro? Like, why did you say that?
I'll make a video. I'll be like, me to myself, don't look American. Me when I step out the house.
Crazy, man.
Hello, everyone.
It's just
How are you?
Rolando,
Wonderful.
Phil, the icon, who we
That's
still don't
enough
know.
people. 3.
That's true.
A 3's party. Ooh, ooh.
Well,
There's more space over here. I feel less compressed.
teacher. He just be saying random stuff, man.
He really do.
What are you talking about, bro? What are you saying?
So yeah, I always tell myself not to look American when I step out the house, and then I wear this shirt, and then I have these shorts on. It says USA.
Don't
shit.
shit over.
Yeah. Anyway, so I failed at that
Don't
today.
worry, they know we're American instantly, anyways.
Oh, I'm the teacher with glasses.
Oh,
We need you to add some more context to that.
yeah, it's kind of important.
Let me turn my mouse off.
It doesn't matter.
So the battery don't die?
Yeah. Rolando must have stepped away. He definitely would have said something if he saw you.
Rolando, where you at?
Unless he's still scared from the last time.
Probably.
We gotta bring him out with shit talking. Ah!
Have you turned on what you did? Duh.
I think he's talking to me, but still.
What the fuck?
Now, if you say a dish more uncommon, maybe I'll say no. I think any typical Mexican food or Hispanic food, yeah, I probably would have eaten it by now.
Definitely.
Because she loves Mexican food, so if she's not cooking it, then we're going to get it, so. Jim, you need a bath, dog.
I'm gonna take him this week. We don't even have a bath here.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He needs to.
So I have to
Tomorrow, bud.
Where's Phil? I saw Phil earlier.
He said he was going to cook a steak, so he's probably away from his phone right now. I told him about the steak I had earlier. That shit was bomb. Actually, everything at that restaurant was bomb.
It was good, yo. We spent $110. That's a lot in the U.S. So imagine how much we spent.
It was a fancy place. It was very fancy.
It was, definitely.
It was like.
But we got a lot of shit.
Yeah, we spent like what, 300.
We got an appetizer. He had 2 alcoholic drinks. I had 2 regular drinks, and I had a coffee. We had 2 entrees and 2 desserts. So we got my finger. We got 9 things. Ah.
I wonder what Latin Americans would think if they saw us Southerners eating crawfish. Probably nothing. Why would they think something? This place is close to the water, so they be eating
seafood.
Everything, bro. Obviously not exactly crawfish, because crawfish is kind of a crawfish thing, but, you know. You probably saw my last video that I posted, you know, at the supermarket, they got the fucking fresh fish. I ain't seen that shit in I don't know how long. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Just in like an open ice chest where there's the dead fish. I haven't seen that since I was like a little kid in Louisiana.
Because you don't go grocery shopping.
Bruh, you have not seen no just fish in the open in the grocery store. No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
Where?
And you know, at the Asian market next to the apartment.
Yeah, that's a market type thing, though. That's not at a grocery store. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I've seen it. That was the question.
Exactly. Do they eat iguanas? Yes, probably. I just made that up, but I'm pretty sure they do. Because why wouldn't you? Let's see. Let's do a quick Googs. Do Colombians eat iguanas? The traditional Easter meal in Colombia features green iguana, slider turtles, and the world's largest rodent, capybara. Colombia's green iguana threatened by Easter poaching. I think that means they be eating it. I think. You know, our Colombian friend hasn't came back to the chat since that last time, but that was like pretty random that I got on that one time. So he probably doesn't know my schedule, but I'm sure he'll come back.
I don't think anyone knows your schedule.
That's true. That's true. When I get more of a routine, I'm gonna give y'all the schedule for real, for real. We're gonna do like set days, like Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, something like that. We're gonna do it like that. But right now, I mean, my life is already like the way it was before, but right now I have no routine at all. So I can't promise anything because I feel like as soon as I promise it, something's gonna happen and it's gonna be like, oh, well, actually, I gotta go do this, and so I'm waiting until we get really settled in. We still gotta move one more time, still too. So
ask me how tired I am of moving and packing up my shit and moving. It's rough, yo. Not having a schedule is hard. It's stuff I guess people don't talk about when they do these types of things.
They probably do, but we probably didn't watch it.
You're right. I don't watch any of it.
I be watching a lot of those videos, or I did, I should say, like, watch this before you leave.
3
watch
minutes
this before.
away.
But I just never paid attention to any of it.
Are you gonna go get it?
I don't want to, but I can. Sure.
Cool. 3 minutes away.
What makes you think it's 3 minutes away?
Because I got a notification that it was 3 minutes away.
Well, I'll put my shoes on now.
Alright, y'all. Just me. For the next 3 minutes or so. Maybe 4.
Jim, I'm not standing here. Bet you that one dude's gonna be outside. He's gonna be like, hey, I ran into you again. What a coinky dink.
And Rolando, have you ate an iguana before?
Have you ate ramen noodles with your hands?
Ew.
What's the code? Oh, fuck. Close your phone.
I don't know what Jalen has talked about today or hasn't talked about, so if I repeat, whatever. Did he tell you about how they closed the highway today in order to allow people to exercise more. So there was people on their bikes, there were people skating, walking. They literally let their dogs off their leash and just like run everywhere. I guess they do it in every like big town or neighborhood in the country. It was an initiative started by the government so people can move and be more active. So it was pretty dope, like seeing all these like 60-year-olds. I would even say 7-year-olds, just old ass motherfuckers working out, which is so cool. Do people treat y'all different for being American? So I haven't ran into any like weird encounters or things like that. Like I'll say when I went to Mexico, I definitely got scammed a lot because of my accent in Spanish. I sound like American. I'm from the U.S. and I literally got scammed so many times. My cousin at one point told me to stop talking and to let him do all the talking. And so I literally just had to hide behind him the whole time. But anytime I've talked to people here, like it's been like asking for orange juice at like a little stand. They haven't tried to change the prices on me. It's the same. I bought a lot of stuff from like little stands at this point, and I haven't been scammed, which is really cool. And I even said that to our friend Will, who's from here, Colombia, and he's like, yeah, like Galeños, this specific group of people, they really hate that shit. Like obviously there's gonna be scammers wherever you go, but as the general whole, pretty into honor and treating people equally, from what I understand and I've experienced so far. So I can say from my experience, they haven't treated us differently. But I still don't want to like make myself a marker, and be like, hey everyone, I'm American. I have U.S. dollars on me, because yeah, the U.S. dollar does go very far here in Colombia. I tell people I'm Russian. Why do you tell people you're Russian? What does that do for you? Or what doesn't it do for you?
Yeah, whatever you be putting for the address, you be missing information.
Why?
Because the Uber earlier, then this dude was like, yo, you need to put your apartment number because they put me on the other side.
Oh.
Because he kept saying I'm here. I was like, I don't see you.
Oh. We'll fix it. I mean, I use the same address the whole time, so I don't know why it's just happened right now and the one before.
So I'm saying that's twice today. I feel like.
We did it?
The Uber.
Oh, Uber. Oh,
Remember,
okay.
he dropped us
Oh,
off way over there.
yeah. You meant like actual Uber. Oh, I see what you mean.
That's what that dude said too.
Oh. Where were you in Mexico where people were scamming you? I was in La Ciudad de Mexico, so Mexico City. Yeah, pretty central location where all the scammers be. Are you just gonna eat on camera?
I am. You can't go sit on the other side if you want.
Probably will. That's from mine.
You
We got Mr. Wings.
Mr. Wink.
They're very good.
Bro, you already ate. You're not getting none.
He hasn't had dinner.
They don't be playing about the security of these boxes, boy. It'd be so hard to take the little plastic off. I tell people I'm Russian. That's not gonna help you not get scammed. I would scam you more if I knew you were Russian. It's your fault that we keep giving Ukraine all this money. You're gonna sit over there. I'm about to move my chair back if you are.
I'm gonna sit over here.
Oh no, laptop. Okay.
Can you reach behind you and give me Jim's food? Other side. It's like the turkey stuff.
He already ate his food.
That was from earlier today.
I literally ate it like an hour
I mean, it was
ago.
probably like scraps and stuff.
Hmm.
I mean, either way, I still have to serve him a second serving.
Fair. Fair. He said where in Mexico City?
I told him Mexico City.
He said where in Mexico City?
Downtown?
He said Roma, Polanco, Benito
Oh.
Juarez. She don't know.
Cariocan?
She don't know.
No, I do, because I remember I got a little shot glass. Culiacan. No, that's Reina del Sur.
I was about to say,
Carioca.
you definitely was not there.
Let me look it
not
up.
Culichi.
Cayocan. Los Cayocan. Ask him if he heard that.
Did you hear her, Orlando? I want some fries. My mom said us eat. It's rude to eat without offering, so.
He's stupid.
Don't say I didn't offer you nothing. You know, all the other food in the world is good, but nothing quite beats a good hamburger.
It's not even a hamburger.
A chicken sandwich. You mean Coyoacán? That's what she said, bro.
Corrected myself like 20 times, but I eventually got there.
Unless he's behind in the stream and he just heard you say Coyoacán first. I should have got some wings on top of this. I'm pretty hungry. Pretty hungry. Mmm. Well, you type the same thing twice. You're confusing me.
Bro, you know what the fuck I meant.
I have no idea what's going on. So.
I said Cayocan, but it's Coyocan. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it.
Oh shit. I read it the same way twice. I didn't even realize you switched the O and the A.
Yeah.
You know what she's talking about, dog. I thought there was another neighborhood. Oh, I see what you're saying now. My bad. My bad.
Roma's a really nice place.
Is it?
Yeah. Americans are pretty safe there.
Nowhere safe.
How was the trip? It's still happening, bro.
I think he just meant the
The flight.
passage. Yeah. Well, I was like 2 weeks ago, but it was
Oh shit.
long. I had to do a lot to get the dog in. But we're here, and we're settling in, and it's all good, man. It's all good. Haven't seen you in a long time. How you been, man? That's where all the Fifis live. Nice. That's where I need to go.
What are Fifis?
Rich people, uppity people.
Oh, yeah.
Forgot about my shit in the microwave. I still can reheat that. Can you reheat something after a day, or is that too long?
Can I say something?
What?
Your mom left the rotisserie chicken out like for 48 hours, and y'all would still eat that, and it made me sick to my stomach.
We ate it?
Not you, but like your dad, she did, or Serenity.
I thought we don't get sick.
That was just crazy. I was just like, you really just leave it? And then she tried to give some to me. I was like, no, don't you dare give any to my dog.
Nuevo Leon. I heard about that. That's what everyone that comes into my live chat, if they say they're going to Mexico, that's usually what they say. And then every time I Google it, I'm like, oh, okay, it looks safe. The thing is, like, the wealthiest people in any country are still way more wealthy than a regular American. So a lot of these places, like, there's places here that the rent on that shit, bro, was like more than Seattle, because like they're still rich.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's millionaires and billionaires here that don't want to live with regular people. So those are probably the absolute safest places. Probably not very reasonable for a tourist to go, though. I was watching a video about some Colombian billionaire. I can't remember his name, but man, his house and everything was crazy. I think it was maybe Alejandro Santo Domingo. Maybe. Let's see, who's the richest guy in Colombia? Luis Carlos Sarmiento. $6.5 billion. Phew. That's nuts. I'm gonna try to run into him and be like,
Do you need a change?
yeah.
You look rather fat.
I'm gonna be like, you know, you're in pretty good shape for a billionaire, but I could just take you further.
I could have you looking like a professional athlete.
I mean, you don't look like Jeff Bezos. But I'm not saying I trained him.
Is he
I'm
in
gonna
shape?
say that.
Is he in shape?
Jeff Bezos?
Oh.
As of recently.
Mm.
Him and
I
Mark
thought that
Zuckerberg.
was, yeah, I thought that was Zuckerberg.
I think Jeff Bezos swole. That's how you trick him. Like that. I'm not saying I trained Jeff Bezos. Because if I did, I wouldn't be allowed to say that. I'm never going to say that I trained him. I'm just saying, I'm not saying I did. They're going to be like, oh, so you're saying you did. I'm like, nope, I never said that.
I used to manage some accounts for Bill Gates. Maybe not. Maybe so.
You know, I've trained a handful of important people. I'm not saying one of those people was Jeff Bezos.
You know, Bill Gates' bestie girlfriend wanted to train with me for a while, but then she just got too busy and then stopped. And I was like, no, my missed opportunity.
Yeah,
And
you didn't hustle hard
No,
enough.
I wasn't allowed to follow up. It had to be rolling, and then after rolling, it had to be rolling spawns. And so it's just so many layers after that where it's just like there's just too many lines of communication.
I'd have been sending her anonymous messages.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
you're
not
fat.
gonna work. You need training. Contact with brown girl that you might have encountered recently.
Been working on a ton, getting ready for our trip to Thailand. When y'all going to Thailand, bro? Did you say that was in November or what? I can't remember. Josie told me one time, but I heard Thailand's pretty cheap, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Could you bring me a knife from over there so I could open this?
Yeah.
If there even is one. I know I got one in the bedroom because I had it right next to me. I'm not saying because I'm not saying. Exactly. No, like a butter knife. It has to be like a flat head so I could take off the...
Why'd you say that? You're like, no.
Because I just assumed
I thought you just meant any time.
October 8th we fly out. Oh, that's hella soon.
It's exciting. Is it your first international trip?
No, he's been to Thailand.
Together?
I still don't think so. Axel said it's y'all's first international trip together. It might be. Damn, they got this shit on tight. Okay, I broke the seal. Thailand is super cheap. Without the flight, you can have a good trip there for about $800. I feel like for places like that, it will be. It will be their first together.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, I feel like for places where it's like quote unquote cheap, it's always the flights that are.
Yeah, Canada don't count, bro.
It is international.
When people ask me how many countries I've been to, I exclude Canada in that count. I was thinking, I was like, this is our first international trip together because Puerto Rico technically doesn't count either. But at least there's a different language.
It just doesn't count. It's America.
Yeah, but at least they actually speak a different language and have a different culture rather than like Canada.
That's true. I feel like Canadians have a different culture, but...
I mean, yeah, they do, but a lot of Americans can pass for Canadians.
I'm not drinking this on camera.
Why not?
Because I don't promote that.
Hey, what if Corona struck you a deal? Like, hey.
No. I've heard Canada's an improved version of the U.S. You probably heard that from a Canadian.
Probably, because then a lot of Americans would say the rest. Like, remember South Park? When they'd be like, that episode where they would say, I'm not saying this, they would say, fuck Canada, fuck Canada. So,
I'm not your buddy, yeah.
yeah, Quebec definitely has their own culture.
You know, me and Axel were talking about Orlando. You'll probably find this interesting. The Mexicans that train out of Canada, their English accent sounds like they speak French because they obviously learn English from people with French accents. So if you heard them speaking English, you would say, oh, this is a person whose first language is French. But they speak Spanish, English, and no French, but their English accent has French on it. They all sound like George St. Pierre, basically.
My coach.
It's not her coach.
He's my coach. Definitely my coach.
You see how far the screen is behind on the laptop?
Yeah.
I often think that this is what they see. That's why it takes a while for them to reply sometimes. Why? Why would you want to speak English with a German accent?
Yeah.
I feel like certain accents don't go very well with English. That probably doesn't make any sense, but the people that I talked to in Germany when I lived there that spoke English, like, how do I explain this? If you had like a German that was speaking English and maybe a Mexican that was speaking English, it would be harder to understand the German if you had never heard, if you had no encounters with either culture. Like, just because I feel like the sounds are like too far away, if that makes sense. Maybe it doesn't. I would love to have a Russian accent just so people think I'm Russian. Just fake it, bro. Just fake it until you're talking to a Russian.
Why do y'all want to be Russian? Like,
So they can be tougher.
it's not a good look politically in this country. Well, I shouldn't say this country. I guess we're in Colombia, but y'all know what I meant as the U.S. Germans sound good. Yazi. Yeah.
That's like the ZE is supposed to be like the, because they said like.
Oh,
Ja, they said it sounds good. It sounds good. Yeah, I know. I was in German immersion class, and I don't remember any German except numbers. And like Auf Wiedersehen, Dankeschön, Bitteschön, Bitteschön.
Wait, is Guten Tag German? What does that mean?
Like good day, good morning. It's like saying buen dia. Actually, a lot of Russians have fled Russia. Why'd you say actually? Like we didn't say. Like,
Yeah,
we didn't say anything contrary.
Because if you were to tell me that, I would probably be like, yeah, I know why.
Yeah, actually was a weird word to put there. I think you're saying actually as in most Russians don't believe in what Russia is doing. I don't think that changes the views that Americans have of Russians right now.
Yeah.
I'm sure most of them don't, especially like you don't have a choice when it comes to like military service, but it's the same thing. At some point I had to accept that the rest of the world doesn't think our military service is a good thing. So I pretty much never mention on the internet that I've served in the military. I'll do it here because I don't really care. I just say whatever I want to say out here. But on Twitter, horrible place to say that you served in the military. Bro, they will be on your head for like 24 hours straight. Like, how does it feel killing brown people for no reason? And oh, you're proud that you killed little kids in the school, and you just be like, damn, bro, I didn't do none of that actually. Like, I was just trying to pay for my college. Like, and so that is just what people think of us, and it really doesn't matter what you think individually. To them, their friends and families were killed, and your military did it, and you were a part of it. You can say like, "Oh, I would have never approved that," but like you were in the military. So, my point is, there's a lot of Russians that don't agree with their politics. Yeah, you're probably behind. That just goes exactly with what I just said. Like,
Definitely.
oh yeah, Dakota, trust me.
Oh yeah, Dakota for sure.
Yeah.
I have a lot of super crazy liberal friends that have the same view, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, y'all are too liberal. I'm gonna not. I will not enter this conversation because I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah, I get what they're saying because it's like the same thing with cops, right? I think we talked about this before. Like, when they're talking about police, they're not talking about you specifically, but the whole organization is doing blank, and you're a part of that organization. So it's like I'm not gonna like take the time out to say, hey man, don't get offended by this, blah, blah, blah. It's just, there's a lot of dirty cops. And so that's what I'm saying. People say that about the military. Like, there's a lot of stories of soldiers that kill innocent people, that do dirty stuff over there. Just the whole objective of the military in the Middle East, and just pretty much any war we've ever been to. So I'm not gonna argue with it because I'm like, actually, I feel you. Clearly, that wasn't what I was up to, but I definitely get what they're saying. So I just don't talk about it. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna watch that, Orlando. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't know how to explain this, bro, but nothing about Russia interests me, like in the slightest bit. I'm pretty sure I talked
They're
about
wrestlers.
this. Still no. Now for weightlifting, I like Russian weightlifters they had an age where they were just like, they've been surpassed by China and Colombia, but Russian weightlifters used to be the standard when they could freely drug. Then that whole documentary came out how it was like state sponsored doping and blah blah blah. But whatever. So yeah, like I was saying, my boss at my last job, he learned Russian and he was like so into Russian history and he tried to like sit me down and like tell me all these things and I was like, I don't care. I'm like, I get what you're saying. Like, this is incredible what happened, but it just does not interest me. I don't know how, but it just doesn't. I haven't heard any stories about military personnel like that, so I don't have that kind of view. Oh, there's a lot of them, bro. And like I said, being inside of that organization, I know how it works, especially like with sexual assault. I'm not gonna say I didn't experience any racism, but I can say that like for what racism could be in the military, I'm gonna say it's not that bad to me. But like the sexual assault shit, the rape shit, bro, like it's so hard to get stuff done. Like if you report it, like we have all these systems, you gotta go to all these briefings, like, oh, you can report this without giving up your name. But if you don't give up your name, then the person can't go to jail and blah blah blah. It's a lot, man. And that's just the sexual assault stuff. But it's a lot of sexual assault, a lot of suicides, and a lot of breaking the Geneva Conventions at war. Mike Ben on my other account. Bro, you got another account?
This sounds like some scammer shit. Prove that you are the real Mike Ben.
That's actually good. I just believed it. I'm like, you got another account.
Wow.
That's how they get you. They're like, hey, this is Mike Ben. Can you send me $30?
Mike Ben.
Nah, he got tennis on here. This is Mike Ben.
You have just a tennis account?
I think he was gonna chat. Let me see.
I did tennis videos on this one.
Bro, what's up? You haven't posted a tennis video in a year. What's going on, bro?
That's what I'm saying. It got hacked.
No.
Mike
I would
Ben
say
is
something.
too active.
I would say no, he's not. Mike Ben's not.
I'm just saying, right? Mike Ben, I don't know you, so I'm just making stuff up.
You know Mike Ben, you just don't know him like that. J-Ball. Nah, bro, you're the strongest.
How do I get strong like you, Jalen?
Here's the thing. If this wasn't Mike Ben, which I know it is because of the tennis, if this wasn't Mike Ben, he could still just like Google some Spanish. He would have to say something that only Mike Ben would know. Something maybe only me and Mike would know. And then I'll say, all right, this is real Mike. I know it's him, but I'm just saying.
¿Qué quieres que les diga? Bro, you can use Google Translate. Not good.
I just told you, Mike, say something that only you would know. It can't be like a detail from your video or something, because like you could have like a super fan that's watched every second of your videos. This is funny.
We're gonna have to say evil Mike Ben until you prove us your
What's up,
true
evil
identity.
Mike?
And then when you get on the other account, it'll be the good.
Okay, alright, it's the real Mike Ben.
Te mandé un video de salsa caleña hace unos días. It's me.
It's him. He did.
He's a good hacker. Evil Mike Ben.
Great hack job. But he did send me a video. They were going crazy for like 4 minutes straight. Their
Like, Ben
feet
knows
was
how
just...
to dance.
No, it wasn't of him.
Oh, I was like, dang.
Nah, I had just posted a video about it, and he sent me a video of like these. I can't say that there were a couple, but it was a boy and a girl dancing for like 4 minutes straight. Their feet were just going crazy. One day, man. One day. I didn't even know J-Bo had a YouTube.
J-Bo, I read that as Jacob.
I actually did too when it first popped up, but then I
was
looked.
like, what's up, Jacob? How's it going?
I didn't know you were a conscious rapper in a past life. Yeah, that was a long time ago. That don't even feel like me, bro. You know what's funny? I don't know if you saw. I think that was in the same video. The barber that I go to, he makes music. And Will told him that I made music. And I kept trying to tell him, like, yeah, I don't do it no more, though, bro. He said, oh, we got to do a video together. We got to do a video together. And I was like...
He gonna bring you out of retirement. Hey, let's go.
I mean, at the end, like, he was, like, pressuring me, and he's cutting my hair, so I'm not trying to have him, like... He's like, oh, you don't want to do it? Just slice my shit up. But I was like, all right, bro. I was like, we could do one video. We could do one video. So he wants to do, like... I don't know. He said he'll tell me the concept later when he gets done with the song he's making right now. But he wants to do like some kind of hip hop shit. I think he just wants to have like someone rapping in English on it so he could like tell everyone like, yo, I made it. I'm rapping with an American. He was telling me he wants to learn to speak English and shit because that's like the cool thing. Yeah, if you can like say like the gangster rap stuff.
Be like, for free haircuts, I'll teach you English.
And that shit's so cheap. I wouldn't do that to him. But yeah, him and his little assistant, they be rapping like the Puerto Ricans, they're obviously bilingual, and so they say a lot of English stuff in their songs. And he'll be rapping along with it, and he'll say it, and like he's just mocking it, and I'm like, oh shit, like you speak English, you know what that means? He's like, no, but it sounds cool. And I'm like, oh okay. But they like mock it so good that I'm like, oh, I didn't know he spoke English, and he said he don't know a word of English.
Wait, like, both of them or just the assistant?
Neither one of them. Will's cousin.
Which one was the one that was mocking it?
Both of them. They were singing along with it because actually you were there the first time. They were singing along with Jimmy. He puts a lot of English in his songs, especially. So they will know like one-off words like cuss words, but like that's the same thing like Spanish. Like most people know like puto and stuff like that. There's an emoji in the way. That Quick Temper rap song is you, Jalen. If it says Quick Temper, it's definitely me. That's why.
Unless there's an evil Quick Temper. Yeah. Definitely, Mike. And Mike, I know you haven't been to Puerto Rico since like before you could speak Spanish, but if you go, or when we go, because we still should go together, you'll hear that like their English is like built into their Spanish now. It's not like someone in America that's like, I don't know how to explain it, like opting to speak Spanglish, like anyways is an actual transition in their Spanish. Even if they know no English, they'll say anyways, and then they'll just keep speaking Spanish. But they won't know. Yeah, they don't know any other English words. So, but like you said, so, anyways, bro, or just like random stuff like face to face, and then they just keep. But it's not like I said, it's not like they're opting to do it. Like, oh, I just think this sounds better in English. Like that's just how you say it for them. You know, I will say, and I've never not used so in Spanish. So I'm like, so, and then I just say as my transition.
Yeah.
Just growing up in the U.S. I think my mom does it too.
Probably. Your mom speaks quite a bit of English though. Like that's a part of her life now. Mm-hmm. I wonder what she sounded like before she spoke English.
When I was a child.
That's what I'm saying. Cause she puts English all in her sentences now.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think when she speaks to you, yeah.
No, but even when she speaks to you, she just says random English
Oh,
words.
yeah,
But
yeah, I
that's
would
what I'm
say
saying.
that.
It's not like a part of the
I
sentence.
mean,
She
but when
just
she talks to my dad, it's 100% Spanish.
why Rolando
So
put
it's
this
all.
like this is a Spanish one
It
class?
is. That's what you. That's how I use it.
I know, but like I'm saying, we know what it is.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying,
So.
but yeah, that's my point. In Puerto Rico, they're not gonna say that. They're just gonna say so.
So.
Like that's just how they talk. It's not like it's not them being cool or them like not feeling comfortable saying entonces or something like that. Like they literally just say so. Or anyways. Psh, nah, bro.
See, we walked. I told them earlier about how the highway closed down.
Oh
When
yeah,
you
you
were
wasn't
gone.
in here. You wasn't in here for that, Mike. All right, Mike. There's like a fitness Sunday thing here, bro. You wanna say it?
Yeah, because every time I go walk my dog in the morning, everyone is just out fucking working out. They're either running, riding their bikes, they're skating, walking. Their dogs are off the leashes, running around. And it's cool because there's two highways. Well, I should say there's three highways. One facing one way, one facing the other way, and the one in the middle is closed off so everyone can just work out there. And it's dope. And they have like little stands for juice and shit. And each big city has their own. And so the one that we're part of, it was really cool. Everyone was just fucking working out. It was like over like thousands of people just out in the streets. And it's an initiative the government started, so it's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, Medellin does it too.
So I don't know if it was the last live or the one before that. Someone literally asked me this. They said, "Do they block off the highway on Sunday mornings like they do in Medellin?" And I said no, because that Sunday I didn't see it because we were like secluded or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wrong about that. They do. They definitely do. Oh yeah, facts, bro. I don't want to like out myself, but today I saw a person that was like mildly overweight, and I was like, oh, like that's the first person I've seen that was like out of shape here in the 2 weeks we've been here.
Seriously, like I was said earlier, they literally have like 70-year-olds going up the fucking hikes that we did. And that hike
Bro,
was so fucking hard. I've done a lot of hikes because I'm from Washington, Seattle. There's so many mountains there. And that shit was fucking hard. And there's 70-year-olds, I kid you not, like freaking skinny as hell, old as hell, so brittle and braille. And they're killing this hike.
bro, our arrogance had us like thinking this is not the right trail, bro. Like we see these like 80-year-olds coming down. I'm like, there's literally no way an 80-year-old could like I don't know, like traverse this. Like you gotta get on like all fours, put yourself up, like not slide down that shit and like break your neck, bro. Like there was just a handful of times I was like, I just feel kind of unsafe right now, bro. But we see like these old ass people coming down, like, and we're just like, what the? There's no way they climbed up here, bro. But that's just like a every Sunday thing for them.
Going on. Okay, because
If you would see it, bro, you'd be like, yo, this is impossible.
I swear, the funniest shit about it is like they walk like this, like, but they're still killing the hike,
Yeah.
like, and so I'm like, oh, they're just, yeah, I don't
Now
know.
there is a thing that happens here, which I fit in okay with, but like Colombians walk slow as shit, bro. Like really, 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 really slow. So even when they were hiking, like the reason we went and did it because it was in the Uber and I was like talking to the dude and I pointed up there. I'm like, you ever did that? He was like, oh yeah, I used to do it every week. And he was like, but I just don't feel like doing it anymore. I've done it so many times. And he said it would take him 3 hours. And basically, somebody started talking shit later, and it was like, "There's no way that takes 3 hours."
It still didn't take us 3 hours though.
Let me get to where I'm going. But like I said, these old people and just regular people, they were just going up real slow. So like it's still difficult to climb, but they were just doing it at like whatever pace they wanted. That shit was so hard and so long that like I was trying to pick up the pace to get there faster because I'm like, bro, this is crazy. And we went too late, so the sun was out. we're getting cooked, bro. So it's probably, these older people, they're just taking their time. They're just going super early in the morning and just getting to the top when they get to the top, which is cool because it's still not midday with the sun baking you. Like, so it's tough though. If y'all ever do it, you're gonna be like, I see what they were saying now.
Yeah, and I would definitely say go early, like wake up at 7 a.m. and start the hike there, arrive there. Don't leave your house at that time. I would say hydrate the day before, bring a bottle of water with you up, bring some extra cash with you, small bills.
Yeah.
Because you'll want to buy more water, and when you get to the top, you'll want to buy juice to replenish your glucose, your sugars, get them back to a normal level. We did a lot of those things wrong, and we didn't eat.
Yeah.
So I would say even like try to get a good little meal if you can, not a huge thing, but even like avocado toast or something like that before. But yeah, we did all that shit wrong, and it was rough.
Yep. It was an experience. It was something that I definitely don't want to do again. I would do it. Like if you came to visit, I would do it with you, but I'm not about to just like go back there on a Sunday. Just be like, oh, time to climb the mountain. Hell no, bro. That shit took a long time, and it was tough. Like it's taking you. I would say it's gonna take you 50 minutes, probably minimum. We stopped and talked, and it took us an hour, right? It takes an hour to get to the top, and then you gotta go back down. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's that. Phew.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 miles.
No, I would say it's closer to 3 miles. It was 4.8 kilometers, and a 5K is 3 miles.
Oh, okay. I thought I looked it up and it was 2 miles, but maybe I don't know. But either way, it's not really the distance; it's the elevation and the fact that there's no trail.
When you talk about the elevation, yeah, it's like 4,500 feet up.
Yeah, I think it starts at. I looked this up. Let me see. Elevation.
And at this point too, we had only been in Colombia for like 3 days. So like we really hadn't even got accustomed to the elevation here in general. And we're just like, oh yeah, let's go up this fucking hike. So there's that as well. So maybe get a little acclimated to this elevation, and after a week or so then go. If you have time.
4,429 feet is.
Yeah. So about 4,500, yeah.
Yeah, and this is already at elevation too, where we're at.
Yeah.
It's like 2,000 or 2,500 or something. So then you're already high, and then you're going like this. That shit's rough, bro. Because even when we started, we ran into the guy that we go to his shop and eat all the time, and we just happened to run into him. And he's like, "Y'all don't have water?" And he was just like, like he kind of didn't want us to go up there. It's like
he was judging us.
Yeah, he was like, I don't know, bro.
He's like, with water and God's help, y'all will make it. And I was like, God's help.
Chippy Chape, bro. You wanna know why it's called Chippy Chape? I told the chat this last time, but you weren't here. But it's like a mall. But I will tell you why they call it Chippy Chape. So where Chippy Chape used to be like a railroad, and they used to get boxes from America that said shipping shapes on it. So that was them trying to pronounce shipping shapes. They said Chippy Chape.
Chippy Chape.
And then somehow that became the name of the mall. So, but yeah, Chippy Chape actually has an entrance. You can go from Chippy Chape to the mountain. But they say you're not supposed to do that because they said sometimes like thieves hang around there because they know people are going from the mall into the mountains, and so. But
I will say, if you're with a group of people or if there's a crowd going, I feel like you should be safe.
Oh yeah.
With Galeño culture, because they hate ladrones, so yeah.
For sure. Mike, did we tell you about masajes, bro? Do you know about that? That is the coolest part of this culture. It's kind of sad that it has to happen, but it's cool that they do it. Yeah, that's what they call. So, if somebody's stealing or someone's robbing you, and you scream ladron, ladron, like everyone that's around is gonna come beat the shit out of him, and they call it a masaje. Then, like, give him some hand to body therapy. That's what they call it. And like they would really beat the shit out of these people as a group. Even our boy Will, he was telling us, he was on a bus one time and this dude robbed a girl and they like shouted ladron, and like the bus driver stopped the bus, closed the doors, and they beat the shit out of this dude. Like,
Yeah, the
yeah.
bus driver. Like, imagine being on the metro and the bus stops and locks y'all in so y'all can just beat the shit out of a person.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, some of, like, it started off like lighthearted, I mean, I already knew about it, but he just kind of explaining the stuff that he's seen, and he's like, yeah, of course, you beat him up, and he was like, and if they say piñata, he's like, and he didn't say nothing. I'm like, oh, does that mean people hitting them with sticks or what? He's like, oh, that means they're dead, and people just keep hitting them. And I was like, oh, I'm like, this got dark, bro. Like, but what you call it? And then he was just, it was getting dark. He was saying people, urinate and defecate on them and stuff, like. And I'm like, I guess you shouldn't steal, but I'm like, also, like, maybe we could just jump them and take them to the police station. But I guess that's what he was saying, like, the police will let these dudes out, like, and they'll just keep continuing to do it, so that's why they started taking it into their own hands. But Mike, in that story, that dude actually had a gun on the bus, but they still just beat the shit out of him. Like, I guess
It's a group effort.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess they're like, yeah, one of us will get shot, but then we're gonna beat the shit out of him. So, yeah.
And it was funny how Will, our friend who told us the story, how he even figured it out. It was like, because he said there's these two girls behind him and they were annoying him the whole bus ride because they were just talking loud, laughing, la 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 la. And then he's like, then just out of nowhere they got quiet. So he just got super suspicious. And then he just turned around. And then, was he the one that yelled it? Or, yeah, he's like, ladron. And then they all just.
Yep. So, yeah, he said they really started that, like, I think, like, 6 to 8 years ago. Because he just said, like, crime was just getting worse. And, like, yeah, people get locked up. And kind of like liberal places in the U.S. where they're like, oh, well, life circumstances led them to do this, locking them up for a long time, not going to help. So this is a petty crime, like, let them back out. And they just continue to do it. So they start beating the shit out of them.
You know what's funny, too? I didn't know, like, this is because I'm from Seattle. And I didn't know the cops did stuff about people breaking into your cars in states like Texas. Like, Jalen tried to convince me of that.
I have to preface this because it won't make sense without it. I've never been to a place like Washington before. People told me about it when I got there, but I couldn't comprehend it because I'm from a place where if the person whose car it is doesn't shoot you, the police will lock you up. Like, if they got the info on you, they'll lock you up. And when I got to Washington, people would be like, yeah, like, just leave your doors unlocked because people will break your windows and shit. I'm like, I'm going to call the police, the fuck? Or I'm going to beat their ass. Like, but I've never heard of so many cars getting broken into or stolen as I had in Washington. Like, I literally don't know anyone in Texas that's gotten their car broken into. I know it happens, but it's not a thing. In Washington, I don't know a person who hasn't gotten their car broken into. Like, literally, if your car is outside, there's a good chance that shit's gonna get broken into.
Like, both of ours
Yeah.
have gotten broken into.
Dude busted my window out and didn't even take nothing, bro. I'm like, bro, this shit costs like $400, bro. You could've, I don't know, bro. Like, what were you looking for? Like, what did you want?
I think I was fortunate where Well, I think I only had a broken window one time for the amount of times stuff had got broken into. So.
Happens all the time at the Elephant Center and in
Oh,
Spanaway too,
we
bro.
live
I
in
worked at the
Renton.
one in Spanaway for a long time, and just like every single day, you know, somebody would come in and be like, "Oh, they broke into my car, bro. They stole my car." They'd be like, "Can you pull up the cameras?" I'll be like, "We can, but nothing's gonna happen after that. We're gonna tell the cops, and they're gonna be like, file a police report on mine."
Yo, Mike Ben, the shitty part about it is if you did try to do something to the thief for breaking into your car, the cops would come after you because you attacked them or you tried to defend yourself.
Yep.
So it's just like the laws are so reversed over there. It's like insane.
And then on top of that, Mike, this is a real rule, bro. I don't know if this is anywhere else, but I think they might have just repealed it. If the code is on here, he could tell us. The cops are not allowed to chase you if you like. If they flash their lights and you don't pull over, you can just hit the gas. They're not allowed to chase you, bro. They gotta just let you go. First time I got pulled over in Washington, he was like, "Thanks for pulling over." And I was like, "What the fuck else would I do, bro? What are you talking about?" Like, I was like kind of annoyed because I thought it was like a smart comment or something. And I didn't understand what was going on until I saw an article where they were talking about repealing it. And I was like, this whole time I could have just drove away.
And this is where, like, okay, y'all, I'm a bit hood sometimes. Like, I repressed a lot of the hood out of me. But there was this one time I was speeding. I was, like, probably going 80 in a 60. I was in the carpool lane. I didn't have no one with me. And I hadn't updated my tabs yet because it was, like, it had just expired. And so I was, like, going crazy. And then the cop, like, he, like, made a sign to pull me over. And I was like, fuck, should I pull over? I had to make, like, a very conscious decision. I was like, pull over now or floor it. And I was like, da-da-da. And then I was just thinking about, like, everything adding up in my head. And it would have been over, like, an $800 fee. Because then everything in Washington's so expensive. And so I was like, I gotta fucking go. So I just floored it.
You did, bro?
Yes.
Oh,
and I, like, was and tried to, like, got out the way, like, just did a little detour out of where I was going.
What a criminal.
And I'm good, fam. No ticket. My record's still clean.
I hope Dakota calls the police department right now. Yo, I got one.
Y'all don't know what city I was in.
That is so
Jokes
bad.
on you.
Mike, I don't know if I said a
well
crime
within
is...
my rights to do so.
Whatever, I'm not talking to this criminal.
I do not want to be potentially racially profiled.
I don't know if I would say the crime is out of control, but it's getting worse. I will say that. Like, in Renton where we lived at, this dude got, like, kidnapped out of his apartment. I'm sure he was into some stuff, but, like, it was broad day, bro. Like, it was, yeah, lots of...
No, I would say it's out of control because we even had a garage to park our car, and the day before we left, someone's car and motorcycle got stolen out of a garage.
That's true.
Like, that's insane. Like,
we paid for a garage that, like, you have to
have a fob.
Yeah.
And it's, like, literally $80 a month, so our cars are safe. But the fact that someone managed to get in.
Not even just that. When we went to Puerto Rico and we came back, her car was broken into.
Yeah. And so it was just trash.
But outside of that, one time I was on YouTube Live and someone got shot outside, bro, at the grocery outlet.
Yeah.
A woman, like, fought some teenagers and one of the teenagers shot her, bro. It was crazy. So
there was, like, 2 shootings.
But that's the shit I was thinking about before I moved here, bro. Everyone would be like, bro, you going to Colombia? It's so dangerous. I'm like, bro, I done heard, like, 3 people get shot in the last month, bro. Like, I don't know how much worse Colombia could be, like... Bro, I would have thought they were exaggerating too, honestly. Just because I'm not gonna say I ever, like, really lived in the hood like that. But I was around, like, Killeen has crime, you know what I'm saying? And there's some violent crime that happens in Killeen. So when people would talk about, like, to me, Washington was like Mount Rainier, like the forest and shit. So people would talk about gangs in Tacoma and shit, and I'll be like, what in the hell, bro? There ain't no gangs out there. But then when I moved there, I was like, okay, I see. Like, it's there's some crime out there, bro, for sure.
Mm-hmm. But I do want to preface that this is mostly Western Washington. and more specifically like King County,
Seattle.
which is the greater Seattle area.
But no, Mike's saying exactly what I thought. I thought Seattle was one of the safest places.
Okay, and it was when I was a teenager, which was 15 years ago.
You're old.
Shut up. Because I live in a suburb 30 minutes out from Seattle, and I used to take the bus downtown all the time and just hang out in Seattle, just walk around, just explore, do a whole bunch of shit. No, it was 15 years ago, not 5 years ago.
He's calling you young.
Oh, I'm like, no, you need a 1 in there. And I felt so safe. There was never a question, and my parents didn't care, so that just lets you know. But now, as a 29-year-old, I would say, like, I hate going to Seattle for anything, even to see my friends, to go to an event. Like, I would just rather not go to Seattle, if anything.
Mike, if you remind me, bro, when I get off of here, I could send you like some videos. Like one of the last things that happened before we left in Seattle, it was like a regular night, and they just turned that shit into like some kind of block party thing where the cars were driving around and shit, and then somebody just started shooting, and like 4 people got killed, and it was like an old lady, like.
Yeah, she worked at my job.
Exactly,
yeah, an old lady died.
Yeah,
and she had like kids, a husband, and
just wow, bro. Washington, I just gotta carry. Oh yeah, that's good, bro.
No,
Stay strapped up.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing it before I fucking left.
Nah, trust me, Mike. I know what you're thinking, because that's what I thought in my head before I moved out there. And then maybe it was
used to be that way. Like 15 years ago, it used to be that way, but.
Yeah, bro. I remember when I got there, like, I was trying not to laugh in people's faces, bro, because I got there, people was like, whatever you do, don't move to Lake Hood, or then they would say other stuff like, what's another one?
To Compton?
Yeah, to Compton. They'll say stuff like that, and I'm like, what? Get the fuck out of here. I just couldn't imagine anything happening out there, bro, especially because, like, when I got off the plane, bro, this was like 2016 or 17, bro, I didn't see no black people. And not to say that only black people commit crimes, I'm not saying that. But it was very white and very Asian. And I was just like, bro, they be talking like this shit is fucking South Central or something, bro. And it's not that bad, but like I said, it's getting worse, for sure. And Rolando, that store thing, that's basically everywhere in America, bro. Like, you really can't steal out of most places and just walk out.
Yeah.
Almost all policies for corporations say, like, don't try to stop the thieves. Because, like, if you hurt them, you'll get fired, 100%. I've seen a lot of stories like that where an employee will tackle someone and they get fired for trying to be a hero. So, I can't really answer that. I can tell you what people say, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's true. Pretty much everyone in Washington blames Governor Inslee, and they'll say liberal policies, blah, blah, blah. That might be true. I don't really know shit about Washington.
I think a lot of it has to do with Amazon and big corporations moving into Seattle, because Amazon had just started when I was in high school, and it was still a small thing, but then obviously Amazon is what it is now, and so it just got so crazy expensive. So many people got displaced from their homes. Rent control, that's not a thing. So everything just became so unaffordable, and then when things become unaffordable and people's income doesn't change with that, that's when crime starts to happen, stuff starts to shift. So I think that was the beginning of it. And I do agree, some of the government, obviously, like, because things got so much more expensive, people can't make ends meet, and that's where crime happens again. So it's just a lot of shit. I will say that. But I will attribute it more to Amazon than the government.
No, I feel that. Even when I first got there, people were saying, like, oh, this area used to be cheap, but everyone's coming from Seattle because Amazon made it too expensive.
It was Amazon, Microsoft, Starbucks. All those 3 corporations are within distance, some little blocks of each other. So.
And they were like expanding.
Yeah, no, and it's like fucking huge. They used to be like a little ass business, and now it's like so much of Seattle, and then they all make what, over 200K, so they're gonna buy up there or rent or whatever, and so.
I was just about to say, bro, I've never been to a place in my life that has homeless people like Seattle. I've never seen nothing in my life.
And you know, the shitty part of it is too, when I was in high school, there wasn't that many homeless people. I remember meeting people and like saying they love Seattle because they didn't see any homeless people on the streets and there was no trash. There was not. It was a clean city, and that was just 15 years ago.
Bro, it's to the point that like, what was that? What concert? We went to the Daddy Yankee concert. Like, you can't get out the car and walk without like, bro, like I'm talking like there's a sidewalk, grass. It's like the tents are all on the grass, so you gotta walk through their joints.
And it smells like piss.
I was about to say that.
And poop.
Yeah.
And nastiness. And drugs. And fentanyl.
Yeah.
And needles are fucking everywhere.
Everywhere.
So it's just like, you just don't want to fucking be there. It's disgusting.
And like, there's no... You can call the cops for certain stuff, but it's like... First of all, I don't know, that's a weird, like, hey, there's homeless people out here, like, what the fuck are they gonna do? You know what I mean? And so they be setting up camps. Like, you know, if someone's house is right here, you got like the clearing, like to the woods right here, they'll set up the camps in the woods or right outside the woods. And that shit, like, you got kids and shit, you don't want your kids playing outside with like a bunch of drug users.
You know what, that brings up a good point too. So the laws are so lax here that the government was protecting a homeless camp on an elementary school property. Elementary school properties, that's 12 years and younger. They literally have homeless camps on school property. That to me is mind-boggling. Like, no, I will never, ever promote that.
Yeah, but it's tough because, like I said, if you start, like, I don't know, it's like if you start saying, like, kick these motherfuckers off of this shit, then, like, it's like you're kind of a bad person. It's like, oh, they're already homeless. Like, they don't have anywhere to go.
They shouldn't be near kids.
No, I'm not saying I disagree. I'm just saying, like, generally, if you talk about this stuff in the open in the Pacific Northwest, you're going to sound like...
I don't care. I'll be a terrible person for that. I stand strong when it comes to child safety. I'm not afraid to say that one.
In Atlanta, it's actually easy to avoid crime and danger. Is it so bad in Seattle that it's hard to stay out of the way, or can you navigate without experiencing crime? I'll say this, bro. That's the other weird thing about Washington to me, especially that area. I told her about this. Like, in the South, I'm sure you know. I'm sure it's not too different in Georgia. I've been through Georgia, but I don't know it like that. But at least in Texas, you got neighborhoods. You stupid, Rolando.
You know what? When it comes to this, I am very conservative on this matter, and I don't care. I've had enough of it.
But you got a bad neighborhood. You got train tracks, and like it instantly turns good. Basically, like you don't see no more gun shops. You don't see no more alcohol shops. You don't see certain stuff. And you're like, I'm in a good neighborhood. The houses look better. Blah blah blah. But in Washington, bro, like. You'll be somewhere and it'll like kind of look nice, and they'll be like, "Yeah, this is the worst place to be right here." And I'll be like, "What the fuck? Like this looks nice, bro." Or you like something else will be kind of shitty, and people be like, "Yeah, nothing really happens over here." Like, so it's kind of weird, and everything's so close together in Washington that like you're still like a 3-minute drive from whatever that bad place would be. Like you can't really go nowhere. Like Texas, like my neighborhood and somebody else's neighborhood is like 20 minutes apart, so.
Yeah, I would say, like, even when, like, because when I talk to people about where I'm from, which is Federal Way, I always say, like, I'm in the hood. But it really doesn't look, like, bad at all. The infrastructure is nice. It's really pretty. We have a lot of scenery, like, parks and shit. And so when a lot of my friends would come to visit, they're like, Axel, this is not hood. I'm like, first off, I said this to you. It doesn't look hood. Like, even Jalen was like, this doesn't look hood. And I was like, when I say hood, I was like, it's because there's shootings here all the fucking time. Yeah. And I would literally be on the middle of the run and there'd be a shooting. I'd turn around and go home. I'm at Starbucks drinking coffee. There's a shooting across the street. I've seen so many fucking shootings in my life in the city of Federal Way. growing up, and it's just like,
So so basically what you just said, you said you're in a gang infested neighborhood and you had no idea because it looks so nice.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about like all of Washington.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
bro, it's
definitely.
like, why are y'all gangbanging, bro? It's nice out there.
Right, it's so beautiful.
But yeah, it's like that. Like she said, the place that she's from, the few times I went through there, I'm just like, there's really no way that this is happening. But I see the news, I'll be like, damn, 4 people killed in a Safeway in Federal Way. What the fuck, bro? Like, crazy.
Yeah.
Gang related violence, yeah, but not just gang related violence. There is a lot of gang related violence. I don't really know the politics like that because I'm not from Washington like that. But from what I understand, there's a lot of there's somebody in this chat that's from that area. I think there's a lot of like African gangs. I was like looking at this page and I was like, damn, there's a lot of African gangs out here. That's crazy. But they got like, I guess people in the 90s and shit moved up from LA. I don't know. I'm kind of just making shit up. But there is gang related violence. And there's also just poor people trying to rob too, though. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like even in a place like here, you gotta go out of your way to be in some trouble. You gotta be like buying drugs, buying hookers, doing some shit you're not supposed to be doing. Cause otherwise, like I said, you're out in the sun, hella people outside. But in Washington, I don't feel like it's like that. It really could be like a wrong place, wrong time thing, or someone trying to steal your car.
I was gonna say the car thing is for everyone. I lived in Federal my whole life. My family has lived in Federal pretty much most of their lives, and knock on wood, we never had any like robbery situations or anything like that, thankfully. So maybe it is gang related. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I feel like you gotta be into doing some bad stuff. Personally.
For sure. But still, like I said, it's a weird place. It's definitely a weird place. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's how I feel about here. Even it's so logical that they have the neighborhoods separated into. I mean, you probably know this. Right? I don't know if it's outside of Cali, but here they have estratos where it's like 0 is the absolute most poor people, and I think 6. Yeah, exactly. I think 6 here is the highest, and so Will would literally just be like, yeah, if you're above 4, like you're probably not gonna see any shit because why would you? But there's a lot of drugs, guns, and violence and poverty in those lower ones, so like your risk increases by going there. And then, you know, there's crimes against tourists everywhere, but like I said, you're still way out of danger by being in a higher stratus. So the lower ones here, that shit literally looks like a war zone, bro. So like the barber that I was talking about, I had to make sure we was on the same page because he had showed me a video he made. He was like, yeah, I went to like the very worst hood in Colombia and made this one because it looks so dope with the buildings all broken and shit. And I'm like, all right, if we do a video, I'm not going there though. Like, because he was even like, yeah, I definitely felt unsafe out there. And I'm like, what the fuck you out there then, bro? Couldn't be me. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't even really like. I know it's a different vibe out here, so I'm probably have to get used to it. But I don't really like clubbing even because I just feel like late night people just
look like Billy.
Nah, facts. Poverty here is like a different level.
It is. Cause I would say we're what in the strato 4. Oh, so. At the last one even, and it was still kind of like it didn't even look like where I'm from, Federal Way, and Federal Way is not a rich area, or where I was wasn't a rich area.
Yeah, nice here is like okay in America.
Yeah,
or I mean, I'm sure there's like really nice here, but I'm just saying like common,
by their standards.
Yeah, like the middle class stuff here is like the infrastructure is not like ours, obviously.
Like something I noticed right away is the amount of litter here. Like obviously it's a crime back in the U.S. to litter, but here it's just kind of like whatever. or I don't know, but there's a lot of it like everywhere.
Oh really?
Yeah, you haven't noticed it?
No.
I've noticed it. So.
Washington has way more litter than Texas because we got don't mess with Texas. Motherfuckers
Oh,
will
yeah.
call the cops if they see you litter. You
Oh,
throw something
yeah.
out your car, motherfuckers is calling your license plate in so fast.
Yeah. Do you see it? Well, that's what we're saying. I was like, we're in Estrato 4 right now, and I would say there's still a decent amount of trash out.
But I feel like even that still goes back to infrastructure.
Yeah.
Like the way, like,
Mm-hmm.
like everyone in America, I feel like no matter how poor you are, you got like a real deal trash can.
Yeah.
You wheel it out at a certain time. They were like, just throw your bags in the street after 7 o'clock, but they were like, make sure you do it after 7, because if you do it too early, then this guy will come through and rip your bags apart looking for recycling and shit. I was like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah. And if you guys don't know, they look for recycling because recycling you can get like 5 cents off of a bottle or a can. For those of you that don't know. But yeah, and I when she wrote that message to me, I didn't even understand it at first. I was like, who's gonna fucking look for recycling? And I was like, oh shit, like that shows you how much like my parents would have understood that, but I didn't understand that at all.
Yeah, yesterday was it yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday after we took the trash out, then we walked back up, and then we looked down, and it
Like
already
immediately, like not even 2 minutes. Like
I was like, where did he come from?
I was like, bro, I'll separate the recycling for you if you want it, because I was like, I spent so much time trying to like tie the garbage bags together.
Bro, he was struggling to get that shit open too. Like he was like trying to undo the knot. He was just like, what the fuck?
Like no wonder they just be ripping that shit.
Nah, but he was actually nice. I feel like somebody must have talked to him before, because he took his time opening it and like really was like looking for recycling stuff. He wasn't just like dumping the bag like.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, stuff like that. Or the last place had decent hot water. This shit don't really get hot in ours right now. They said it has hot water, but it's more like it's not cold. The AC is not amazing. This one's decent. It did break on us one day, and he had to do like the breaker shit. But it's not like it's like built into the wall, but it's not built into the house. Like in my house in Texas, we got central AC, where if you turn it on, the whole house gets to that temperature. This shit makes that room that temperature. Out here, you might as well be outside.
But I will say, that's Texas infrastructure. Because in Washington, if you want central AC, you gotta be living like real rich.
But that's all of the South. That's almost everywhere except the Pacific Northwest. Almost everyone has central AC in America. I literally could not believe when I moved to Washington that there was no AC. I thought it was like a joke everyone was doing on me. Yeah, because that's normal, bro, because it actually gets hot. And that's another thing that has changed. The climate has actually changed, because when I got to Washington, people were like, oh, you don't need AC. It never gets above 80, blah, blah, blah. Bro, last summer, it was, what, 112?
So many heat waves.
112, bro. Motherfuckers didn't have AC. They were like, if you need to go to a hotel, go to a hotel.
Yeah, and like all the and we were like, okay, you know what, let's fucking go to a hotel. We can't do this. And all the hotels were booked.
Yeah, so that shit is insane, bro. But, yeah. Seasonal depression is 100% a real thing.
Yeah, definitely.
I
didn't even know I had it until Jalen like pointed it out to me, because I didn't know. So I just thought seasonal depression was like, oh, you're just grumpy, moody, blah blah blah. And I didn't realize I was grumpy and moody until spring came, and I was like, oh my god, the sun's out! And I'm like, Jalen, the sun's out, the sun's out, the sun is out. And I'd just be so happy the rest of the day, and I'd be like, nobody can like even touch me because the sun is fucking out. And Jalen was like, yeah, that's seasonal depression. And then I realized it was, I was like, no, you're fucking stupid. And then I was like, when I was like that every single day, especially all spring, all summer, I was like, I think it is seasonal depression. And so, yeah, no, that shit's depressing, bro. Like, because the days, like, the sun rises at around, like, 8 a.m. and then it'll go down at, like, 3:30 p.m. Like, and then you're working the whole time, so you don't see any sun. And it's cloudy, so the sun you do get is, like, still gray as fuck.
That's the only kind of shitty thing about this place and Puerto Rico too. Like when you're close to the equator, the sun always goes down at 6 o'clock, and I'm like, damn. Like the only thing that's cool about places like Washington is like when the summer really hits, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like, bro, it's like I would get off of work because when I was a personal trainer, I would leave the gym at like 8, and I'm like, damn, it's still sunny as hell. That's dope. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
really like driving at night like that. And
That's,
so
yeah.
here, 6 o'clock.
So summer feels like more lit. I will say, like it feels
Yeah.
like the sun it'll set like at 9:30 some days, and that shit feels fucking lit. You're like, hey,
Yeah.
it's fucking summer. Like, hey, we're having a fucking party tonight.
Yeah, no, it's
So,
dope. It's super dope, but
but I
yeah.
would appreciate a little more balance. That'd be cool.
Yeah, see, it's probably gonna be sunny all the time here, but we'll never get those long days. Like,
Yeah.
but nah, you know what? No one's really. I would say, no one's really asked us for money.
Oh wait, no, the Venezuelans.
That was one time.
Oops, you're not supposed to say that.
There was some Venezuelan people that asked us for money in the mall, but that was one time in 2 weeks. Like, that's really not that bad. Not that bad.
Yeah, it was only one time actually.
There's people like if you stop at a stoplight, you know, typical like hood shit. People come up and try to wash your car, but you could just say no.
Okay, I wish I had money because there was this guy. He was doing like a fire show
Man,
thing.
he dropped that shit.
No, that shit was. I loved the effort and the hustle.
I heard you say you got anything. I was like, bro, he dropped it. I'm not giving.
Yo, I was impressed.
Yeah, no, I heard that about Cartagena. She wants to go so bad,
do,
bro. And
it's
I'm
so
like, I gotta get
beautiful.
mentally prepared because I've seen too many videos of like people just
But
accosting you
here's
and
the
shit.
thing. Okay, I don't know the people personally, but one of my best friends' boyfriends is from Cartagena, and he lives in the U.S. now. But he told me that he would connect me with his family, and they will walk me through me and keep us safe. So I mean, I don't. That's
I'm not
kind of
even
a lot of
talking about-
extensions.
I'm not even talking about safety.
But-
I just
No, I'm talking about not getting scammed.
see, that's my problem, bro. I'm hella nice. I make eye contact too.
Oh yeah, he don't know how to do that. Yo, so when this Venezuelan girl,
She was mad sad, bro. She
Yo,
was mad
this
sad.
Venezuelan, we were eating, and this Venezuelan girl like was trying to like get stuff like money from us, and then our friend Will, I just let him do all the talking because I was like whatever, and he's just like no thank you, no thank you. He's like no, he's like we're eating, leave us alone, like really nicely, but she kept pushing and she kept pushing. And then she tried to get in my face, but I just looked at her and I looked away. And then she tried to get in Jalen's face, and Jalen actually bit. Like, she's like, oh, this is where I'm going to make my money today. And she's just like, por favor. And I was like, Jalen,
Look, her
stop
eyes was all
looking.
watery and shit, bro. I was like, she started talking about her daughter. I was like, damn, her daughter's gonna starve to death.
I was like, bro, she's lying.
I don't know. She had a little kid's book. She wanted her food, bro. I was like, I feel like
I was gonna give her the food. I would like. I'm a brat and I don't like leftovers, so I would have given it to her. But our friend said no.
He was like, no, she just wants to take that and sell it for money. And I'm like, she gonna sell the food for money? I'm like,
He's
damn.
like, yeah, and then you can make money off of that. And I'm like, ew, gross. But I guess that's just another level of
I mean,
being
I guess
American.
it is making money if you got it for free and then
Yeah.
you sell it for 50% or something. But no, we're doing an Airbnb thing. It's weekly right now because we're looking for apartments, so we didn't want to make an early purchase.
Wish us luck, because it's been
Especially-
rough.
I was gonna say these two Airbnbs. I'm not gonna say they scammed us, but they lied
They
about.
catfished us.
Yeah, but they said this motherfucker could fit 4 people. There's no way 4 people could sleep in here. This shit barely big enough for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they make it look real spacious on the pictures. I don't know how they do it, but you walk in and you're like, what the hell? Like, even
Yeah.
Will, when he was cooking in the video, I cut out the parts where he said it, but he was like, this kitchen is just like so small that I can't blah,
Do
blah,
shit.
blah. Yeah, and
Like,
I'm
I-
he said this shit small, it's small. Bro.
Yeah, for us Americans, it's fucking small. Like, I feel like it's rough, bro.
They ain't got no damn dryer up in here. They only got a washer, and they still didn't tell us where to hang the clothes at.
Yeah.
I don't
I
really-
think over there, I might guess.
Oh, out the window right there.
Yes.
Come on.
I went to a restaurant in Cartagena and the owner spoke to me and seemed so interested in my life. Afterwards, I realized she charged me $40 for fried fish. She ran some great game on me. Lesson learned.
That's how they would get me right there.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, Jalen, don't look at no one, don't talk to no one. I was like, keep your eyes.
And I heard that's the worst part. Like, you already been served, so you can't be like, oh, I'm not paying this, because they'll lock your ass up for real. Like, or at least they'll call the cops and make it a real issue, which you don't want. Like,
so then you'll just pay for it.
But $40, bro? She didn't give you a menu or nothing? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, we've gone to a handful of places and just ordered food and didn't ask how much it was, which is not that smart. But
no, but over there we have to get at the price and everything up front.
I ain't going.
Bro.
I'm just playing. But yeah, nah, we go to little street shops. But like I said, to me it's friendly here, man.
It's
like,
Calais fruity, even though kind of gay friendly.
You can't say that.
I was gonna say, I don't know if we're allowed to say that.
I don't know. I don't know if it is or not. We did see a gay couple in the mall holding hands, so it must not be like.
I did see, like, they had, like, the Center for Diversity, and they had, like, a trans inclusion flags. So, I mean, it can't be, like...
Yeah, from how Will talks about this city, he says it's conservative, but what I've come to find out is that Latin American conservative is not American conservative. Because, like, yeah, he'll say this place is conservative, but then he'll say they let criminals out the same day if they commit a crime. So I'm like, that sounds pretty liberal to me. Or like they're trans inclusive.
I was like, you have to be pretty liberal to do that, I think.
Yeah, because he was telling me there's someone in his class that's trans and they have like specific, pronouns, and like they all call them that. And I'm like, if everyone's agreeing to do it, you're in a liberal.
You're in a liberal, because if you went to Texas, people would just look at you all crazy.
Like, so anyways.
They're like, you, she, ma'am.
Yeah.
So.
Bro, Will, it's so funny because right before I came here, I was like, yo, we could get you a lot more students if we make videos and like they hear how you speak and how nice you are and blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh yeah, that'd be cool, bro. Every day that he's been with us, I try to record. He's like, no, put that away. Like, I'm doing this. I'm like, bro, we haven't made a single video, bro. But I just started recording him anyways. I'm like, you'll be all right. I've had quite a few people this week ask for his info, so we're going to get him some more clients, baby. We stacking them up. He's a good teacher. So.
I ordered verbally.
Got him. She got you, bro.
You know, I'm not going to say nothing because I don't want to be jinxed or
I'd have been like, look,
happening to me.
I got 20 on me. That's it. What can I get for 20?
Nah, I'm going to just be like, quiero esto, ¿cuánto es? Ahorita quiero pagar. Ahorita.
So you're going to be like, so later?
No! Ahorita mismo.
Bro, don't you already speak Spanish?
I'm gonna get him to teach me next year, thanks to you. Why put off to tomorrow what you can do today, Angel? Unless it's financial reasons.
It's got 2 points.
Liberal in Hispanofia? What is that?
Hispanophonia.
Oh. Means what libertarian means in Anglosphere. Rolando, you be using these weird words that I don't be using. Like, can you get in the 20th or 21st century, 2023? Thank you in advance.
Basically, libertarians in America, what do libertarians care about? They just care about the government, not fucking them over, right? They just want little government, but like freedom for everyone to do whatever the fuck they want to do, right? I'm not 100% sure on that. All right, Mike. It's nice having you, bro. I'm gonna try to make
you didn't read his comment.
What?
This is not Mike Ben. Gotcha.
I know, but I was gonna finish saying what I was saying. I was like, wait, did I miss something? But anyways, thanks for stopping in, bro. I'm gonna try to make a video tomorrow about some more stuff. So I didn't really get to do that much in the last few days. But appreciate you, Evil Mike Ben. We will see you another time. Yes, I do speak it. It's okay Spanish though, because I always slacked off. I also have a college schedule on work already. Yeah, that's tough. I will say this though, if it's not a financial problem, you might think that you're gonna be less busy in the future, but you tend to never get less busy. Like it's always something, because you're gonna stop going to school eventually, and you'll be like, now I have time to do this, and then you have 3 more things pop up, or your job will get busier or something like that. But yeah, if you can make room for 30 minutes to an hour, like twice a week. Yeah, you already speak Spanish, so it's not like you're starting from scratch. If you can make room for an hour, like twice a week,
yeah,
that's good, bro.
It doesn't have to be every day.
Yeah,
you just do other shit on like every day.
You should do it ASAP. But like I don't actually know your life or your schedule. You might actually just be way too busy to do
Yeah.
that now, but
facts.
But I do know how that goes. I always say like, oh, damn, I don't have time to do this right now. But then I always just think, bro, my life's been busy like the last 10 years. So when is it not gonna be busy? Liberal, but that means libertarian in gringo speak.
Muñeco?
Yeah, I really don't follow politics enough to know what anything means, to be honest. I just live life. One time somebody told me not being political was a privilege, and I was like, I guess. I'm just privileged, but I'm still not into politics. How long have I been on? 2 hours. What is it, 10:10? How long should we go? Let it get to 130 minutes. Yeah, bro, that's all you need. You already speak.
Muñeco.
30 minutes to an hour is enough. At least with Will, anyways. I'm sure he would still tell you you need to practice more, just not with him. But he will also guide you in what you should do. Like, I mean, I'm here now, so I don't like do class with him, but he'll still tell me like you need to work on this, this, and this. You know what I mean? And if we're in person, then he just corrects my grammar on the spot, which is quite often. But yeah.
Yo, he rated my Spanish 7 out of 10.
He said 7.5 actually. Oh no, he said 7.
He said 9.5 for Jalen.
But he was really just talking shit. Though.
Mad disrespectful. Mad disrespectful.
He was really talking shit. Though.
No.
Because he said a 3 for me first. So I think he averaged it out by saying
No.
9.5.
No.
He corrects me way too much for it to be a 9.5. But that's cool though. I think we are getting better out here though. We gotta speak a lot of Spanish. And these motherfuckers be talking, boy. I wish I would have had my camera out when the waiter was telling us about the food, because it's a fancy place, right? So he's saying all this stuff. You know, like, even in English, when it's too hard to understand, because they're like, this brings a hint of this, which when mixed with this will create this flavor, which just enriches the blah, blah, blah. He was saying all this shit, and we was just like, boy, what? Like, we don't even know what this shit is. Like, and then, like, he was just looking at us, and I'm like, oh, shit, did he ask us something? I'm like, I don't know, bro.
The funny shit was, I was looking at the menu and really focused on the menu because there's so many options. And I didn't know he said, like, can I get your attention or what happened?
Yeah, he kept saying, can I have your attention, please? And I was looking at him, and he said, can I have your attention, please?
And I was like this.
And I was just like, she gonna look up. He said it like 3 times. And he like put that shit on the table in front of her to like, he's like, I guess she doesn't want to look.
And then he just said English, like actually in English, and I was like, English? Because I actually resonated in my brain. And I was like, oh, my bad, I didn't know you were right there.
Yeah, he was talking his ass off, man. He was describing all that shit. I was like, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know what any of this shit is. So all of that description you just did means nothing.
But He did sell me on the ceviche. Like, he was just like, "Lula, la, 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 la." And I was like, I want that one.
But outside of that, yeah, most of that shit. Like I said, even in English, I wouldn't know what he was talking about. Like, when people are like sipping wine and they're like, oh, it's I don't even know. I don't even know what they say. It's peachy or oaky or some shit like that. Like, those kind of words where, like, if you haven't tasted it yourself, those words mean nothing. That's kind of the shit he was saying. Who graded y'all again? Will? Yeah. When Will was cooking a couple of days ago.
Rude ass motherfucker.
But it was really just, it was based on nothing though. It was based. We didn't even specify like how he should grade us. I just said grade our Spanish, and he gave her a 7 and me a 9.5. That could have been based on accent. That could have been based on anything. So I wouldn't take it to heart for good or bad. Like I said, there's no way my Spanish is a 9.5, but I'll take it. Yeah, we'll go to 1:30. That's about 4 minutes and some change. But yeah, if any of y'all ever want to do anything with Will, I will always put his shit in the chat. So just let me know. I'll give you his Instagram. I'm gonna try to someday try to get him to sit down and do a live session in person. I'm trying to get him to take me. Oh, you know what, Rolando? I'm gonna try to go up to that big Jesus Christ statue of Cristo Rey. I'm gonna try to go to that maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna try to hit the gym in the morning tomorrow. I haven't actually hit the gym in days. I've been doing like body weight bullshit and stuff because our schedule's been so weird and Janelle. Damn, I still got a program for my people.
Bro, it's 10.
I know, but it's Sunday. They don't need it until Monday morning.
SMH.
I gotta go straight from this to that. But yeah. There's a handful of other things I want to do, but hitting the gym definitely big.
Well, at least you know that El Tigre gym is closed.
I looked at that shit online. That shit was like a busted ass, like.
Oh.
Nah, I mean, it's whatever. It's just real small and like not barbell stuff. It's like machines. Hella old dudes up in there working, but.
They about to outwork you.
Nah, I think I'm gonna go to that CrossFit box, but I think I'm gonna just pull up because he didn't message me back on Instagram. That's the thing here, man. They not really hustlers like that because they don't care, bro.
Customer service is trash.
Yeah.
They're like, we'll get to you when we get to you.
Yep. And if you ask someone to repeat something, bro, they be getting mad, bro. I'm like, damn, I didn't hear you. My bad, bro. It's not exactly my first language. Even if it was, I still didn't hear your ass. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to just pull up because he's not responding, and hopefully it's not like some class hour or some shit. That's gonna piss me off. I'm just trying to get in, get my weights in, maybe post a bit. We'll see. We'll see. 2 minutes, y'all. Yo, at all times in this chat, there was always like a 7 or 8 in the chat, but there's only like 3 people talking. I really be wondering like who just sits in the chat and doesn't say anything. I need to know the reason that y'all do that. Actually, stupid. No, we didn't go to that church because I messaged him yesterday and I said we going to that church and he's like, bro, they called me into work. And he really did have to work. He really did, but
bro works too much.
He really works like every day because he has to cover sports, and so they had like some bike race shit, and he had to cover that, so he ended up not going. So I don't know when we're gonna go. I listen to you while I do work. I respect. I'll cut you some slack because you're working.
Alright, what was that? W?
Yeah, you in Renton, right, bro? Pretty sure. Because he was talking about the LA Fitness in Renton. Yo. Respect. Stay out of trouble in Renton, man. It's getting wild out there.
I'm gonna take my medicine. Y'all, this is the first day I felt normal since Monday.
Yeah, she been sick.
I was fucking dying last week. Monday through Wednesday, I was fucking dying.
Ugh.
Alright, y'all. I'm gonna go lay down and play with my dog. Bye.
I'm about to get off soon. I'm just about to answer Orlando's question. I'm pretty sure this is the church that he was talking about. Or the place and the church.
Is that in the church here?
Pretty sure. That is what he said. It's been like a week and some change now since he said that, so I don't remember if he said, well, we're gonna stop there and then go somewhere else or something, but definitely he said that's where he wanted to go. So the cool thing about being in Colombia is that all of your Google searches actually turn up in Spanish, like the Wikipedia and all that. Even if you type it in English, it turns up in Spanish, which is the exact opposite problem I had in the United States. Like I would type stuff in Spanish hoping to find Spanish articles and they would just pop up in English because my phone was in English and I was in America, so that's cool. I'm always working, baby. I'm always working. The majority of my income is made online. So, as a teacher, oh no, I'm not doing that. No. No. I make decent money training people online, especially here. I can always handle some more clients. I'm always looking for more clients. But that's the majority of my income. And if things are going well, then I don't have to work in person, which is better for me. No, I don't use VPNs. I could, but I just don't. So I thought about doing that, but I ended up not going through with it. Especially knowing how much these motherfuckers work here and for such little pay. So if I can make my money online, it's better. But like I said, I do alright. But I got more time on my hands now. I can handle more people. So every once in a while I post on my social media like, you want to do some online training? Holla at me. I like working with strength athletes or pure athletes, but I train everybody. Like, I was a personal trainer at LA Fitness for 6 years. So I've worked with all populations. Obviously, people that compete in weightlifting, powerlifting, stuff like that, like working with me more. And then, I got some boxing people. But I can train anybody. Lots of people send their parents to me, actually. So I'll train someone online, and they'll be like, yo, I'm about to give my mom your number. And she's going to hit you up. And I'll be like, cool. So, yeah. So if y'all ever want to get stronger, if y'all ever want to get in better shape, holla at your boy. I'll cut you a discount for being a YouTube subscriber. Not a huge discount, but a little discount. It will be cheaper. But whew. Alright, we had an hour and 34 minutes. I was supposed to get off 4 minutes ago. So I actually gotta go finish up some stuff for some of my online clients right now. So I will what's today? Sunday? I might be back on here tomorrow. I'm gonna start, like I said, I'm gonna start posting a little thing at least a couple hours before that says I'm getting on, so y'all know. I didn't today because it was unplanned, but if I get on tomorrow, you'll know. You'll know early in the day. So, oh, we're just about to salute and you comment. You make meal plans and all that for clients. So without going into super detail, I don't believe in meal plans because like once you leave me, you're just gonna be kind of back doing what you were doing. So I'd rather help you learn how to eat better. And Axe is super great with nutrition, actually. So sometimes I'm like, she might be able to help you more, especially if you got other issues around your food. But yeah, no, I teach people how to eat better, help them eat better for performance, and hopefully get rid of some negative relationships that they have with food. But I'm not about to just be like X, Y, and Z is what you need to eat on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, blah, blah, blah. Because like I said, if you're not going to do it for the rest of your life, then eventually you're going to regress, right? I want to teach you to keep doing something. I want to teach you how to eat better, how to make better choices, so that you can say, I know this is a good choice, so I'm going to just get it myself. It takes more time. But like I said, if you stop working on me, you could be like, I'm still going to be eating healthy food. I'm still going to be where I need to be because I know how to do it now. But I do that for all my clients. Like, even with strength training, I want them to understand how to get stronger. I don't want to like say like, oh, I'm not giving you the secret, so you stay with me. Most of my people, they could fly on their own, bro. They actually just love training with me. And you know, there's obviously like insights that I have from getting to the level of strength that I got to, from it being my profession too, and just advice. A lot of them, like I said, they're basically paying for advice and accountability because they could do it on their own. Dakota's in the chat. Dakota used to train me for a long time. And then he, you know, one day he stopped. Good. He knows how to do it on his own. He trained other people too. So I don't want to stop people from learning. I want you to learn. I want you to be able to do it by yourself. So no meal plans though. Just information and knowledge. I'm gonna wait like 20 seconds and then I'm gonna salute out. Just in case somebody says something else right when I try to salute. Okay, I think I'm good. Good night, bro. I will see y'all maybe tomorrow. Peace.